I have a little Johnson. Sorry.
Welcome everybody to a new episode of the Cornfries podcast. It is I, Nickyfries.
And Steveozilcho. I don't know. It's not haunted holidays or anything.
Yo,
it's like
so Steve,
freaking February.
Steve,
What?
the podcast has achieved something. It now has more subscribers than you have on YouTube. So
Yeah,
we did
because I don't
something
like
right.
promote my YouTube channel at all.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, dude. It's been like a fucking week since we talked, dude.
It feels like it's been longer than that. I think I've popped into your streams, but even
Yeah,
myself,
yeah, but
I've streamed twice this whole.
I wouldn't call that talking though. Like just kind of saying what up to someone. I don't consider that like talking.
Yeah, I know.
You what
I mean, usually when I hop in, it's just to have background noise in my car to talk to somebody.
Wow.
I don't jump into people's streams.
Yeah. So, dude, the past fucking I've been moving. Like, I moved into this like little apartment space downstairs where we used to have tenants. I like converted it into my space.
MySpace, you know that like flopped.
Yeah, but don't jinx it. Yeah, so I've been setting up a green screen tonight. I have so much shit like going on, and there's so much boxes and stuff I need to move. It's been hectic, so that's why we haven't really been making episodes, and it's good that we backlogged a few, you know?
Yeah, I was like, oh, we don't have anything now. I'm thinking to myself, I'm like,
Yeah, that's all right. I mean, you were sick. You were dealing with some shit too, so.
I'm still sick. My sickness just started. It's just I think Alan's going through teething, so last 3 days or so he's been having fevers.
Oh yeah.
It's been fun.
So are you down with the sickness?
I think I don't know.
Down with the sickness.
Okay, listen here. Relax, okay? That's my favorite band, by the way, Disturbed is.
Disturbed? Yeah, that's a great band.
Yeah, Alan's been kind of down with the sickness. He's doing a lot better today. Last week was crazy. I don't know if it was last week or the week before.
You know what
Did I tell you about Heather's finger?
What?
Did I tell you about Heather's finger?
Yeah, you were gonna show me a picture. I was like, oh hell no. Yeah, dude. I didn't know. I wasn't sure if you wanted to get into that or not, because that's fucking wild. I mean, that's kind of your business, so I don't want to even like get into that.
Well, there's not much to it. It's just we've seen a neurologist, and she has to go in and stay for like 3 days in March. And they said they're literally going to try to get her to have a seizure.
Yeah, that's fucked up. So she like bit herself while having a seizure.
We don't know. We have no clue. I don't think she had a seizure. I think just she'll have these kind of like blackout moments too, without these seizures, which probably are part seizures. But
did she get standard testing? Like, did she have an MRI on her brain or a CAT scan?
They had an MRI done before, and nothing came back.
They didn't find anything, not even a brain.
I hope there's something in there. I do question it.
I mean, to be fair, she did marry you, so
I know that's what I'm saying.
I love Heather to death, but like that's got to be one of the dumbest decisions I've ever seen in my life.
Oh yeah, I mean Nikki's a douche, but yeah, that's cool. No, but the story is, so it's like 3:00 in the morning, and we're both passed out, and Heather gets up in probably like 15-20 minutes. But I'm so used to like her seizures at this point. I kind of know like I'm a light sleeper. So I feel the bed move. Like it sounds like she's like hitting her hand on the bed, like she's like fist pumping the bed.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, maybe she's having a seizure. So I roll over, and I can't really see anything because it's dark, obviously. And so I'm like, well, I need to give her over on her side, and I'm not going to be able to do that if I'm laying in bed. So I get up, and I get over to her side of the bed, and I look down, and I see like a dark spot like on her chest, and I'm like, what in the hell is that? So I'm like, I need to turn the light on. So I turn the light on, and there is blood everywhere. I'm like, what the hell? And
we don't need to get into like the super details, but essentially,
I'm not
Heather
gonna
like
do that.
bit her finger off. Long story short, right?
Yeah, but I'm saying like I'm somebody that deals with anxiety, so immediately I'm like, oh crap, I need to get her. So I'm already heightened. Like, you know what I mean? I'm already
like the survival instincts kicked in.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden I see the blood, and I'm like, oh god, I need to go lay down. I was like, her alarm's about to go off. I can't wake her up because I'm like, Heather, your finger. That's literally what I'm saying.
Yeah, you don't want her to look at her finger because she'd probably pass out looking at it too.
You have no clue. She got up, she cleaned it off, and she bandaged it up.
Oh wow, Jesus.
Yeah, and she went to work.
Dude.
She went to work, and they told her, you need to go to the doctor. And then she went over to her mom's because her mom works at a hospital, and she's like, you need to go see somebody. She wound up getting 9 stitches. They came back. She went back like the week, like a couple days later, and they had to take the nail and all the dead skin. So that was wonderful.
Is it like growing back? Is it healing?
It's healing. It looks
I mean, it's
pretty
gonna
rough.
take
This
a
cold has
while,
been
but
really rough
yeah.
on it.
Oh,
The cold has been really rough on it.
oh yeah. Fucking. So, did I ever tell you the story about the shower door?
No, I mean I don't have a shower
Okay,
door. I have a
so
curtain.
a couple years ago, we have like glass shower doors, and
Yeah.
like one of the brackets was acting funky, and my mom would keep like fixing it. I was living upstairs at the time. My mom was fixing it, um, and I was like, "Are you sure? Like, I don't want that shit to break." And I was showering before work, and I go, and the whole thing shatters, dude. The other
Oh my
door,
God.
the other glass door fell as well, and I caught it and used it as a shield because there were some big glass shards. So I used it to block it off. So dude, I would have lost my dick, like straight up, I would be a woman right now, if that didn't happen. So I ended up getting a bunch of glass shards in my arms, like in my forearms, my fingers, my in between my toes, like my legs, all that shit. But I had this.
How long ago was this?
2 years ago.
Okay.
And I ended up sealing everything up myself and healing. The only thing was there was a fat fucking shard of glass that went into my right arm, and when we pulled it out, it was a deep cut.
Yeah.
It probably needed stitches, and I never went to get stitches. I sealed it up, and it's got like, I have like a fat scar now, but it's actually going away pretty well. You won't really, you can see it from far away, but you wouldn't be able to tell what it is. You know what I mean? It looks like a discoloration until you go up close and you're like, oh, you were cut. But yeah, like, so when I moved down here, glass shower door, right? I go to take my first shower in here, the fucking shower door falls down. It doesn't shatter. But dude,
That's
the
terrifying.
PTSD that like went through my head, like I was literally like shaking, dude. I was like, not this again.
Oh yeah, I mean I believe you.
Yeah, I was not happy, but I mean that's nothing compared to what happened to Heather. But like, holy shit!
Oh no, but the
like,
biggest thing is I didn't expect.
That shower
literally
door
thought,
thing,
oh,
that shower
seizure.
door thing,
I'm used
literally
to-
happened 4 days ago. Like where it happened again, I was like, nope, nope.
Yeah, I was like, I can't take showers anymore. I'm gonna stink for the rest of my life.
So I did message you because I was like, dude, like you wouldn't believe what happened to me last night.
Yeah, I was driving for work. Because I messaged you myself. Well, we had to go pick up an auction car or something, and I was
Yeah.
like, you know what? It's been dead at work with all the cold that we've had, and
So
today has been the first day that it's actually been above 0 for 2 weeks.
yeah, we've been getting pounded with snow, dude. I'm fed up.
Yeah. We don't have snow. We're
I'm
just
about to go to
ice.
Florida, just fucking sit in the sun for like 2 weeks and come back.
I mean, the average here has been like -8, and the wind chills made it like -23.
Oh my, dude, fuck.
Yeah, it's been wonderful around here. Yeah.
Why the fuck would you want to live there, Steve?
I don't know. At least I don't live in Texas where they don't have any of this stuff and they're having a lot of issues.
Yeah, dude, that's the thing. I understand that they don't have those things in Texas, and I truly feel bad, but like the storm they got was nothing compared to like what we get on a regular basis.
Yeah, I mean, we were running out
It's
of
just
places
they were-
to put snow here.
Yeah, it's just they were so massively unprepared. It's like, dude, are you kidding? Like,
oh yeah, it was very
like the people in Texas are like, holy shit, do you see all this snow and ice? I'm like,
holy cow.
I'm like, well, I mean,
Welcome to
yeah,
America.
yeah, but like, I really do feel bad, but like, I'm like,
They had warning. It's like they didn't take it serious.
but what happens is usually other states, they'll request other states to come in with their plows and their machines. That's what happens during hurricanes. Is like, you know, the people that cut down trees, they'll send in like contractors from other states. So like I remember, what was it? Carolina, when they had that hurricane last year or whatever.
Yeah.
They sent people from like New York to go down there and help. I mean, people would go down, Virginia, all these places. So that's usually what happens. So that's a failure on Texas government, honestly. But yeah, that shouldn't happen down there. That's like a massive, because like you said, like they knew it was coming. So
Yeah, they had some warning. I mean, I can understand, hey, guess what? You have this much time. You probably can't get everything.
No,
But I
but
mean,
like
you can go out to the stores and buy what you need.
yeah, and everyone there has like 2-wheel drive. Like no one has 4-wheel drive down there either. And
Oh
but
yeah,
that's
and they have a
another
lot of nice
fucking
vehicles
thing
down there.
is I'm not trying to hate on people with Texas, but it's like they got that mentality down there. Like oh, it's just a little snow, it ain't no problem. The motherfuckers don't know how to drive slow in the snow. They're like I'm gonna go
I've been
40
seeing
down this
some people
highway.
like crying on TikTok.
Yeah,
So
60
yeah.
car 60 car pileups, all that shit. Bro, just
Oh yeah.
fucking drive. You got to drive slow as shit. People don't realize that, especially if you don't have
Yeah.
all-wheel
You
drive.
don't want to be
You can't.
braking on that stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
I was driving to work the other day, and it was one of those days where it was like -8, and I'm on a straightaway, and the roads have been covered in ice here for, as I said, the last like 2 weeks, and I'm going probably 45 and a 55, and I'm going straight, and all of a sudden my ass end starts moving around. I'm like, what's
Oh
going on
fuck.
here? I'm about to cross a bridge.
Oh no.
I had to let off the throttle and like do some like Forza stuff to get it lined back up, and Alan's in the back seat. So I'm like, okay, he's the first thing I'm thinking of. So immediately I just get off and do not hit the brake. You're just gonna spin out. So I just let off the throttle, and it eventually like wound itself back straight. And I'm like, oh god, it woke me up.
That's wild. But
Yeah.
okay, I didn't tell you what happened to me last night. This is a bit weird. So my mom, she gave me. I went over to her. She gave me this like CBD mixed with like what is it, melatonin?
Oh
That's
my
the
gosh,
shit that helps you
okay.
sleep. Yeah, so like it's a couple sprays, you spray it under your mouth, and it's supposed to help you sleep. So I was like, I don't think this shit's gonna work because a lot of the CBD stuff doesn't work for me. So I take a couple sprays at like 6:30 p.m. Not thinking anything of it. It's around 7:30, and all of a sudden my eyes are heavy, dude. Like they were, dude. I was ready to knock, so I ended up knocking out, and I woke up at like 11, and I couldn't. It was one of those like heavy naps where you can't tell if you like you're awake or not.
It was like, what time is
It's
it?
like one of those. I've never took Ambien, but like the only thing I could really compare it to is like one of those Ambien things when you're groggy and you don't know if you're up or not, and like you might like make yourself a sandwich while you're like sleepwalking.
I think I made coffee.
Yeah, it was like one of those weird fucking things. So I ended up like my heart was racing, and I was having trouble breathing, but I think it's because I had to use bleach on something here, and I think it was fucking up my
Ooh.
breathing because it was like kind of
Yeah,
close
that
by.
will.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there was like a bunch of flies, dude. It's fucking February. Why are there flies in here?
You
I
got
just moved
maggots somewhere.
here.
There's dead bodies in your walls, man.
No, yeah, there's a few flies. I just saw one right now. I don't know. You probably could hear on the podcast. I fucking got
I
up
just
like a minute ago. I was gonna squash a fly, but I was like, yeah. And I bleached that area and I like cleaned it up, but I guess it didn't do enough. But anyway, yeah. So I woke up and then I was like, fuck. Now I can't go back to sleep. So what did I do? I took 2 more sprays of that, and like 30
Oh
minutes
my
later,
god.
no, 30 minutes later, I was knocked and I woke up at like 10:30. I was like, dude, this shit works. If this
Nicky
brand
found
wants
an
to
addiction.
do like a brand deal or something, I will fucking support you 100%. Like
All I
I'm
do
with
is
it.
sleep all day.
I'm with it, dude. I'm
It's
about
like
to
the
take
nap time spray.
another one of these tonight. Like honestly. Like I'm
Well,
not
if it's one of those, if it's like anything else, your body will probably get used to it and it won't affect you over time.
yeah. But I want to try it one more time to see if it's like actually legit.
You just thought you were maybe that tired.
Yeah, I mean, so I just moved into that bed that night too. Last night we switched my beds out.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that had something to do with it. So like I said, I kind of want to, kind of like using myself as an experiment.
You're a hamster.
Yeah. I mean, most of the time I don't have trouble falling asleep, but like I'm on the gamer schedule right now. You know what I mean? Where I'm going to sleep at like 2, 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
So if I want to reset that, like I would definitely take that at like 10 o'clock at night just to fall asleep at like 11.
And then you'd be passed out by 10.
Yeah, pretty much. But I think that's what it's good for. That's good for like a nice schedule reset.
Yeah, I'm one of those people that loves NyQuil when you're sick and you just sleep.
Oh yeah, dude. I remember I got a really bad flu in college my last year. I'm not one of those conspiracy people, but for some reason I again used myself as an experiment. You could ask my mom, you could ask my dad, you could ask everybody. This was well known. This was documented that I was doing this. It's probably in a scientific paper somewhere. Every time I get the flu shot, I get the flu.
Okay.
For some reason, the science does not say, like, the science does not support that like getting the flu shot will give you the flu. But for some reason, every time I get the flu shot, I get the flu. So after this one flu I had, it was so severe, dude. Like I said, I had the NyQuil cocktail, bro. I had like fucking like I was mixing all these fucking medicines.
Mucinex and
yeah, like everything, like this lethal cocktail. But after that, I said fuck it, because it would always happen exactly 2 weeks after I got my flu shot. I would get the flu.
I used to get sick on my birthday all the time.
So after that, Steve, I didn't get the flu shot again. I have not gotten the flu since. Knock on wood. And I offered this year, I said, I will get the flu shot this year, just to prove to you that I will get the flu within 2 weeks of getting my flu shot. I have not gotten the flu shot since. So I don't know if I'm like a scientific miracle or something, or it's a huge coincidence, but like I truly think that the flu shot was giving me the flu, that it was reacting to something in my body and giving me the flu.
It's possible. I mean,
people do get sick when they get shots. Like that's not unheard.
Yeah, it happens.
But I'm getting the full blown flu. Like I was getting like that last time I actually had to go. I was at college, so I went to urgent care. They had to IV me because I was so dehydrated. Jeez. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, when I, with Alan coming, before he was born, I went and I made sure all my shots were up to date, and I got a flu shot, and...
Well, you got
fucking,
then, you got
after
COVID.
He was born, I got COVID in fucking April.
You were the fucking first person I know that got COVID. You didn't get that shit in April. You got that shit in March, bro.
Oh, like the end of March, April, yeah.
Do you know how early, like, it wasn't even like in the U.S. then.
I was like
less than 100 cases
to get it. I was like, how did I get this? Did somebody like transport this piece of shit vehicle that had COVID AIDS in it, or what?
And it took you like at the time like a month to find out you had it, right?
No, when I had it, like, I went home. It was I found out on a Sunday that I was starting to feel crappy, like I was getting a sinus headache, and I was starting to get like the fever. And I took my temp, and I sent a picture to my boss, and he's like, you better go to the doctor tomorrow. So that Monday, I went, I got tested. First, they tested me for strep and the flu. Then they came back, those were both negative, so then they swabbed me for COVID. And then that Wednesday, they told me I had it. So yeah, that was a journey.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
That was the sickest I've ever been.
You streamed too. Like you did like one or two streams.
I did one stream. I could not function.
Dude, you were fucked up. You were like, it seemed like you just had a really bad case of the flu.
Oh, I felt like I was dying. And like I didn't get out of bed.
And your wife didn't get it, and baby Alan didn't get it, right?
No, not that we know of. If they did, they didn't have it as bad as I did.
Yeah, that's crazy though. That did you lose your smell and taste?
Oh yeah. 100%. Because I when I was starting to get to the point where I thought I was feeling better, I was like, I need to eat something because I haven't been feeling like eating. So I was like, I need to eat something that tastes good. You ever heard of walking tacos?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I made it without the like Doritos bag. I just like threw it all in like.
Oh yeah, I got you.
Yeah, and I was like, that's amazing tasting. I couldn't taste any of it. But I ate it.
But do you have that back? Do you have like your taste and smell?
Oh yeah, I have all that back. But I've noticed like even at work, I get winded so much easier.
Dude, like, yeah, your body fought a fucking war, man. Like there's athletes that were saying, like after their seasons, they're like, dude, I'm worn out. Like I feel like I'm 38. They're like, I'm 24. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I was like, this is ridiculous. I've never been, because I'm a bigger guy, but I've never gotten that winded so fast.
Yeah.
It's like it took its toll, and then it decided, hey, I'm going to stick around.
Dude,
People have been complaining about it.
I don't even think it's like sticking around. It's just like your body just fucking fought like the fight of its life.
Oh, I know. Now I got to like regenerate my lungs.
Yeah. What you need, dude, you need some fucking vitamin D. You need to be out in the sun, Steve. Fucking
what sun?
I know.
Have you seen the weather?
Dude, all right. Here's what we're doing. 1 week, you and me, maybe Heather and the boy We'll go to we'll fucking go somewhere, dude. We'll meet up in like fucking Key West or something, dude. We have
Yeah,
to.
that's a
We're
good
due
idea.
we're due for some fucking we need some fucking sun. We need some vitamin D in our lives right now.
Actually,
Cuz
I know
let me
I
tell you,
gave because Heather
it's
has
cheap.
anxiety and stuff. I actually told her to get some vitamin D medicine, like a
Oh,
vitamin
yeah. I try to
other
take
than
that
my
too.
vitamin D. Ha ha ha.
They increased recently. I think it's like the WHO or the CDC. I don't know who the fuck whatever
Google
organization.
it. I
They
actually, when
increased
I
the
first started
standard.
getting
Wait, hold on, Steve. They
yeah, go
increased the
ahead. Yeah.
standard for vitamin D, and now they're saying the average person doesn't get enough vitamin D, and everyone should be on the vitamin D pills. Essentially,
Makes sense.
if you
It's for
don't
the
live in
sun.
Florida or like Cali, like you're not getting enough vitamin D.
Yeah, it was one of those things. When I first like developed my anxiety and I just could not get rid of it. Somebody told me just go lay out in the sun, and I was like, I don't feel like it's doing enough for me. My mom at the time used to lay in tanning beds, and she said she felt amazing afterwards. I started doing that, and I felt amazing laying in a tanning bed for a good like 10 minutes. Like it like it like literally charged me. Like it made me feel great. Just laying in a tanning bed, and I'm a pasty white boy. You think that's funny? It's true.
Pasty white. Dude, I tan really well. Like when I was a kid,
I burn.
my parents would call me the Greek god of tanning because I
I
had
had
the most
another name for
golden
my
skin.
mom, but I can't say it on the podcast.
Yikes.
Yeah, it was like,
Yikes.
yeah.
Uh yo, Steve, I got a question.
Uh-oh,
What do
what?
I need to do so you guys can like tell Alan that I'm his uncle? Like what can I do to be like Uncle Nick or Uncle Fries
Well,
or
here's
something?
the deal. I don't have any siblings.
Okay.
Heather has one sister. There is no like siblings other than Heather's
But I'm
sister.
saying like what do I need to do, bro? What do I need to do? I want to be called Uncle Nick by Baby
You want
Allen.
to be called Uncle Nick?
I want to be called Uncle Nick by Baby Allen.
Oh, there's Alan right there.
Hey,
Alan?
hey, Baby Allen, it's your Uncle Nick.
He's standing at the gate. He loves to stand at the gate and watch me play.
That's good
Because I
though.
don't let him back here because there's a lot of like cords and stuff, and I don't want him to get hurt. So he'll just stand there and then he'll cheese and stuff when I'm like playing.
I
Can you
hear
hear
him.
him?
Yeah, we can hear him a little bit.
He's back there saying "Dada."
Dada. So Steve, what do I have to do, man? What do I have to do?
I don't know. I haven't thought of anything like
All right,
that.
all right. I'll come by. I'll give him gifts for his birthday. Don't worry. I
There
got
you
you.
go. Just yeah.
I got you.
Give him minestrone. Okay. Stupid.
Oh man. Yeah, dude. So I have a half sister. I actually didn't know I had a sister till I was like in first grade.
Yeah.
Long lost, dude. It's a fucking weird story. I don't even know if I can tell this on stream because I don't know the full details. So like I don't want to be wrong and then like my family hear this and come after me. But essentially what happened was in Connecticut, um my uncle's daughter, he had a long lost daughter as well. Um they so my dad was
Not from
divorced.
DoorDash.
No, so yeah. My dad was married many years ago. And like his wife walked out on him with his kid. And he like kind of never heard from them again. So then in first grade, I believe it was, so his daughter, like my uncle's daughter was caught doing something. The story is they were smoking cigarettes, they were blowing someone. I don't know the fucking details, all right?
I mean,
And it
sometimes you just
turns
gotta blow
out
somebody.
and it turns out so they come in for like the conference with like the principal, the parents, and the parents recognize each other cuz it turns out they're cousins. Like first cousins. So I don't know what happened. Like I said, that's all the speculation. I don't know if one was like, yeah. So they got in trouble. There was like a fight or someone blew somebody or something. But yeah, it was fucking. From what I know, from what I'm hearing is like it was like there was a sexual situation with cousins. I don't know. But then so the family reconnected and those lost roots came along. So then my uncle was like, yeah, like they still talk to your daughter. So we went to meet my sister, and my sister actually came in and lived with us. She was 27. I was 6, 7 years old.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so she's old as shit, but she's not having any kids because she's in her 40s and she's a super lesbian. So she
Is that like a Is that like a superhero?
Yeah,
Super lesbian.
yeah. No,
Lick a lot of puss.
yeah. She's like, she always said to me, she goes, just remember, Nick, I always get more pussy than you. That's what she always said to me. Yeah, she was
Damn.
kind of mean to me.
That's pretty bad. It could be worse. I mean, at least she's not lying.
Yeah.
Females, that's all she's getting.
But
So,
yeah, I don't think like kids were in her future, but the girl she's with now, I don't know like her full situation.
What'd you do? Shit your pants?
That was weird. Okay. No, the
What?
screen went black. That was
Racist.
weird, and it just reset the podcast, but it's on now. It stopped. I guess I stopped it and then turned it back on. So
Oh,
if there's like a little break there for the listeners, I'm sorry, that's a bit weird.
Get over it.
Yeah, no. So I don't know. She moved in. She's been pretty serious with this one girl. They've been together for a while. Essentially, like I would say like they're married without being married.
Like they've lived long.
But she's got a couple kids, and she's like, my sister was the most rough around edges like person. Like she was a fucking meanie, like borderline racist, all this shit. And like she started seeing this girl, and she's like, my sister's a sweetheart now. I'm like, what the fuck? Like even my dad was like, my dad's like, what the fuck did this girl do to her? Like we're actually worried about her.
Like, is she like beating you behind the scenes?
I asked my sister what she was doing during quarantine. She's like, I'm gardening. I'm like, what the fuck? Like my sister fucking like she used to only date like punk rock chicks. Like she was like she dated like the bass player for like Pink at one point. Huh. Like I'm pretty sure she dated like a porn star too at one point. I'm not even gonna get into all the people she dated. But
I mean, people change over time.
Oh yeah, but like
yeah.
I'm talking like her whole view,
yeah.
her whole view on life. Like she was always that person that was kind of like fuck everything, and now she's kind of like she's become like a really like left leaning person, which she wasn't. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. Again, I'm not saying like it's a bad thing either. But she's just like her whole like political view and just like view on society and life like totally changed. Like she's like a really nicer person. And she's not like rough. Like you'd be like, "What's up?" And she'd be like, "Sup, fucker." You know. She's like, "Hey, how are you? How's it going?" I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Like, what are you taking? I want some.
Yeah, no. So I think like she was lobotomized or some shit, bro. Like
you never know. She could have been like tranced or something. Yeah, maybe her girlfriend or whatever. Maybe she's a ventriloquist, or maybe she's what do you call that? The ones that hypnotize people. A hypnotist.
Yeah, hypnotist. The ones who hypnotist. But yeah, so that was interesting because I remember my dad always like talks to her because she lives like an hour 15, hour and a half from us now. Mm-hmm. So you know we see her once in a while. Sometimes she'll come in the city, we'll come hang out. But like we said, like totally different from like growing up. Like she legit used to fucking bully me when I was a kid. Like she was actually like
people just grow up.
Like I'm not talking like a brother sister thing. Like she was legit like abusive. Like I would do nothing to her, and like I'd just be like walking.
Punch you in the face.
I'd like walk past her. Yeah, I'd walk past her, and she would literally like punch me in the face. I'm like, what the fuck? Like I was so scared of her, dude. Like she actually gave me like a black eye one time. Like I remember that very clearly. Yeah, she used to hang because I was a really small kid. Like she used to hang me upside down.
By your foot, just
yeah. Like no, it's hard to believe that, but I was a really small kid. Like everyone thought like I might like I wouldn't be maybe like a little person, but like I'd be a really small.
Oh, person. You meant like short?
No, like I was talking like I was skinny. Like I was skinny, short.
Okay.
Yeah, until I was about. I want to say about 11 or 12 is when I started to like hit my growth spurt, and I grew like 6 inches in 1 year. So I was like, I think when I was,
I'll give you 6 inches.
I want to say from like 10 to 12, I went from 4 feet to 5 feet. Yeah,
I bet your mom loved buying clothes for you then,
dude. Worst thing that you know what happened when around that time I started playing hockey, dude. And you know how expensive hockey equipment is.
No, I don't.
Okay, hockey equipment, dude. Hockey equipment, you got to buy the skates, you got to buy the pads, the shin guards, the helmet, all this. So you know you have this small kid, he's got this little equipment, and then all of a sudden he grows, so you got to buy him more equipment. Then he grows again, you got to buy him more equipment. Then he's growing again. My parents like, you're not fucking playing hockey anymore. This is ridiculous. You're not even that passionate about it. I was like, all right.
You're not even good.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's one of the worst possible timings. But when I was a kid, Steve, everyone thought I looked like, I don't know if you know his name, Jonathan Lipnicki. Do you know who that is?
No.
Okay.
Who is that?
Did you ever see the movie Stuart Little?
Yeah.
The kid from Stuart Little. He was in Jerry Maguire.
Okay. I know which one you're
I
talking
think he
about.
was in what's that vampire movie he did? Oh my god, I love that. I loved all his movies growing up. But people would actually mistake me for him. Like, people would come up to me and they'd say, "Oh, I loved you in Stuart Little." Like, that's how much I look like this
He's
kid.
like, yeah, you want to watch me pull out my mouse?
You always have to make it perverted, dude.
That's what I do. It's my thing.
Yeah, but I was the
Heather
cutest
gets mad
kid.
at me all
Everyone
the
goes,
time
"What the
'cause I do
fuck
that.
happened to you?" You know?
Yeah, Heather gets mad. I always turn everything perverted.
Yeah.
That's what I do. It's my thing.
Oh my god, Steve. Oh my god.
Oh my god. I hate you're. After you sent me that, I'm like, I'm driving. What do you want now? And you, Steve. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy?
Yeah, I sent him a message today. I go, oh my god, Steve, it's been forever since we did a podcast. Wait, I'll just play it. Hold on. I'll just pull it up on my phone. Yeah, here it is. Oh my god, Steve, we gotta do a podcast tonight.
It cut out or something.
Oh my god, Steve, come on and do a podcast tonight, Steve. Come on. Oh my god.
I can't hear you.
Oh, it's playing. It was playing, that's why.
I couldn't hear
it. Was picking up. It was picking up on the mic. It definitely picked up on the mic.
Oh.
Speaking of mics, I didn't realize how bad the feedback was. Even in editing, it didn't sound that bad to me. The feedback on my mic, that shit was fucked up. And I went to buy a new mic, and I said, you know what? Let me mess with the settings on the mic. So you know what I did? I raised here. I'll look at the filters I put on. I raised the noise suppression and I added a noise gate. My sound is so much clearer now, I think. I mean, it's not like high quality sound, but it's fucking clear now.
I can see clearly now.
Right? Would you agree? Like, you don't hear any fuzz when I'm talking right now or anything like that.
Yeah, it sounds better than before, yeah.
Yeah. And now that I have the noise gate, when I'm not talking, you won't hear those background noises either.
I know. I love it because if I fart, nobody hears me.
Dude. Oh my god, I did a 12-hour stream last week where I was ripping ass like a motherfucker, dude.
Oh god, here it comes again.
Oh shit, here we go again.
I remember like sitting in an Xbox Live party and a friend would have like one of those mics that picked up everything and he would just fart and he'd be like, "You heard that?"
Dude, I remember one kid. I'm not gonna drop his name because I'm still friends with him on Xbox, but he would always like leave his mic on and just forget. I guess he was so comfy with his headset on. Like, I remember this kid. Like, I think he put his mic down and left it on while he was in the party. Like, he's one of those dudes. Like, he'll be in an Xbox party all day, but he's not actually like there. So like there was one
join and he's just there.
There was a time when we were in a 13-person like fucking Xbox party or like 12-person or whatever. It was like the max. And all you're starting to hear, we start hearing.
Oh, he fell asleep?
Dude, we recorded. Dude, I wish I was streaming 2 years ago because the amount of shit we would do was so funny. Yeah, this kid was sleeping, dude. We were trying to wake him up and he was snoring so loud, bro. It was so funny. And then there was another time, the same kid, we caught his ass watching porn. Because you could hear in the background, you're hearing like, "Oh fuck me, daddy." I was like, "Whoa!"
Oh,
you know, we were like,
"Your parents are loud, man."
And we're like yelling into the mic. We're like, "Yo, we can hear that shit!" Like, and he like you can tell. Then you hear like the space bar, like the pause on his fucking. No, we couldn't hear the fapping. But we heard we just heard him like leave, like scramble and then leave the party. That shit was funny.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I was gonna say there was a guy that we used to that I used to talk to, and we would always give him shit for being on the Explorer on the Xbox, like the Explorer app, because he's like, you know what he's doing on there. Because he had roommates, and he would be like, I bet he's beating off downstairs. And he'd just be sitting in the party all quiet and we'd be like, hey, you. And he'd be like, yeah. It's like creepy.
Oh man. Yeah, but I'm just glad like we got everything fixed, you know what I mean? Like the mic and everything. Uh Unfortunately I can't do PC gaming. I think it's just like my PC's not working out. We tried everything.
Your PP.
My PP, yeah.
Yeah, there's something wrong with your PP. You should probably get that fixed.
But yeah,
What
Steve.
are you doing, Charlie?
I think this was a good episode. I think we got a lot in. We're
What are you
back.
talking about? We haven't been in here that long.
We're back, bitches. We're back.
We weren't gone.
We're back.
We were still releasing every week.
That's true. That's true. But like, we honestly, when's the last time we recorded? Like 3 weeks ago.
What was the last time we actually like talked?
We recorded. The last episode was the Wall Street bets thing. That was the day that shit.
Yeah,
happened.
that was a while ago, dude.
That was like 3 weeks, dude.
I know.
The Wall Street bets episode came out today. This is February 18th. This is the day we're recording this. For anyone wondering.
I know. It's crazy.
But yeah,
I had a game.
and this, what do we drop? We're dropping this Monday, right? Yeah, so.
Yeah, I mean, we'll probably record a couple more in the meantime. I mean,
we'll get some more guests on too, guys.
Yeah. I mean, I pulled a Charizard and it was pretty cool.
Dude, that's fucking wild. I'm so mad I missed that stream too.
Yeah, it would actually worked out really great.
Yeah, so what do you do with that? How much is that worth?
That Charizard that I got is worth about $100.
Oh, that's it.
Ungraded.
So,
if it was graded, it'd jump up like 3. If I got the rainbow version of that one, it'd be worth like 300.
Oh, because it's the newer packs, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna actually. What happened was we were out and we got our taxes done that day, and we got like the advance, so we went to go get groceries. And my parents hadn't given us anything for Christmas, and he offered me to like buy me some cards because I showed him where he could buy some because everywhere else is sold out. And so he bought me a booster box. First booster box I've ever had. So it has 36 packs in it. For those listening, it was a Darkness Ablaze booster box. And I don't know what the convenience of that is or what its significance is.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like I'm probably down to like 5 packs left. And it's on my stream. And I'm like, okay, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Like, the whole box, there's nothing really good in it. And all of a sudden, I'm like, that's a Charizard.
So you got your money's back and then some.
Oh, yeah. Those boxes are like $160.
The full box?
Those booster boxes are like $160.
So you only made 100, or did you make money from?
No, I mean, I had other cards.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, as of right now, if I went to go just sell the whole lot of my cards, I could probably get like $600 out of my cards.
Out of how much spent though?
I haven't spent as much as you think I have.
I'm just asking, bro. I'm not judging you. I'm just asking you.
No, I seriously haven't like kept track of it.
Like,
but, I mean,
600
I
out of
haven't
how
spent
much?
more than that.
Okay, so you are making money though.
Yeah, realistically, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I think I averaged it out. Like, if I sold all my cards, it'd be an average of like $3 a card.
Dude, I got a question. Have you been streaming on Trovo?
I streamed over there like twice.
Okay, I was just curious. I just saw you on.
Yeah,
there.
I just wanted to see what, like, I was like, I just want to see what's going on. I wanted to see. And
yeah, because it's been a while since we both been on there. I know.
Well, at the same time, I haven't been streaming much in general with the baby being sick and then Heather and everything, and it's just been hectic the last couple weeks for me. I've probably streamed maybe a total of 3 to 4 times within the last 2 weeks.
Well, the good thing is, Steve, I mean, it's not like there's that like millions of people waiting on you either.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm not a big streamer anyway, so I mean, I stream when I want, so it's not a big deal. Like, I stream because I like to just play.
Yeah.
And if somebody wants to come and chat with me, I appreciate it.
Like, you're not very like community oriented with your stream.
No, I'm very to myself.
Yeah.
I'm not somebody that likes to just go and like play with somebody.
Yeah.
But
what I'm saying is like you don't really like have like a community that you like interact with either.
No, I mean,
like,
I have
you don't have like a
regulars
Discord
that'll pop in now and then, but that's about
it. Yeah. But no,
yeah,
you know what I mean. Like, there's not like a whole like you don't have like community nights where you're like, all right, everybody, like, hey, what do you call your community? Do they have a name or? No,
I
okay, yeah,
mean,
no.
yeah, I
So,
don't.
but that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't mean it in a bad way or anything like that. I'm just saying. So, like, you're not a very much like community oriented streamer. Like, you're not like out here like in a Discord like posting pics of like what you ate today and be like, hey everyone, like, would you like to do this kind of stream tonight or something like that.
I mean, if say let's say this. Let's say I was somebody that went out and I won a bunch of money. I'd quit my job and I would full-time stream just because I could.
Yeah, but I feel like everyone would say that.
Yeah, but I mean, realistically, a lot of people would do that.
Yeah.
But the only reason I'm saying that is I would have more time to do it. Because a lot of it, I'm always looking at times like I gotta work. I gotta go do this. I gotta do this, and it's like, okay, like I don't complain about doing that stuff because I mean, my son is number one priority. So I mean, he's gonna take over everything compared to me streaming. So
For sure.
yeah, I mean, the only reason like
how about
I'm
Baby
probably
Allen
on tonight because we playing this.
How about if Baby Allen like grew up and like when he was like 6 or 7 years old, you realize like he's a fucking chess prodigy.
And he beats you,
Dude.
I watched you play chess.
Oh, dude, I suck right now. So that's what I'm saying. So growing up, I gotta get my mom on the podcast because I feel like no one believes my stories. I wasn't a chess prodigy. I wouldn't call myself that, but I was a really good chess player. Like I would go and I would beat like adults like on a regular basis. I would beat like chess coaches and all this shit, and they would always try to recruit me to go to like one of these high schools and all this shit. But I like sports. I didn't. But my biggest problem is growing up. If you played chess, you were a fucking dork. You were a nerd. So no one ever wanted to play chess with me. Like the people I was around, like were very like I grew up in a very toxic environment where it's like if you're playing chess, like everyone would fucking probably beat me up.
I didn't know anybody that played it.
Yeah, so that's the thing. I didn't know many people that played it. So I stopped playing. So recently I got back into it, like I'd say about 2 weeks ago. So I'm doing all right. I do really well, and then towards like the end of the match, I'd say like 3/4 in, I'll screw it up.
That's like me and Madden.
So I've met random people and I've opened like dialogues with these people, and I'll tell them like, hey, like, do you mind if we play a few games? But if I really fuck up, like, can you tell me exactly where I fucked up? Like, I'm not asking you to break down all my moves or anything like that, but if you could just be like, yo, that was definitely not the move there or something like that, just to like let me know. So like, I was playing the first guy I played, when I asked him that, he goes, dude, are you hustling me? I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, you have me here. I'm like, what? What do you mean? He's like, you have me. And this guy's like a high rank. He's like 2100. I think I'm a rank like 1100 right now, or 1000 or something around there. And he's like 2100, which is like pretty good. And he was like, you're hustling me. And I'm like, no, dude, I'm not. Like, I don't know like really like what the move is here. And he's like, you got me. I'm like, what do you mean? He ended up beating me. So that's the funny part. He actually ended up beating me. But like I said, like
it was his head games.
No, like he said to me, he goes, yeah, you definitely have that skill. You just got to get it back. He goes, play 100 chess games a month, and he's like, you'll get your groove back. I was like, dude, I'm trying to play 100 games a week. He's like, just read up on the strategies and like gambits and things like that, and you'll be back to it. So I'm looking forward to it, man. Because
I was gonna say I've probably played a total of maybe 10 chess matches.
Yeah, but I try to play with a couple of the people on stream, but they don't know what they're doing. I'm like, this is the worst.
I can tell they don't know what they're doing.
Yeah,
I mean,
one guy was like, horsey moves here.
Well, a lot of it is just remembering what all the pieces do.
Yeah.
And once you figure that out, you can just determine, okay, he can do that with this one, but I can do that with this one.
I play a very aggressive strategy. I like to put a lot of pressure on people. I like to press people where I force them to sacrifice a piece. Like, that's the kind of way I play.
You're one of those people that's like, I'm one of those queen, but I'm gonna sacrifice mine to get it.
Yeah, I'm one of those people that will like literally press you into making a decision. Where it's like you might have a strategy that you're trying to do, and you're like, oh, like, I'm gonna set this up here. And I'm like, no, you're not. I'm going to fucking make you either decide, do you want to keep your fucking rook or do you want to keep your bishop right now? Like something like that.
Which, if it was me, I'd keep the rook.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying is like, you know, I'll pressure people into making those decisions, and it throws them off because it's such a different style of play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. I think the closest thing I've done to chess lately is there's actually there's in Resident Evil 2, the remastered. Well, I think it's probably in the original too. There's a one of the missions is you have to like go get chess pieces, and then you need to put them all in a like there's like 6 different generators, and you have to put them in the right order, or it doesn't open the door. But you have to like do this maze to get yourself all these pieces. It's like, god damn.
Yeah, they have like chess.com's pretty good. They have like puzzles and a bunch of stuff. So
It's
when I
not
get like
actual
free
chess
time, I'm gonna
games,
get
so
on
it's
it.
like, yeah.
But that's the thing too is like if I'm streaming chess, bro, I can't focus. You
Oh
know
yeah,
what I
because
mean?
you're talking to chat.
I'm like trying to
and
talk to Chad and like I'll mess around. So like a lot of the guys I play, like on stream, like a couple of the kids that come in chat that don't really know what they're doing, what I'll do
Yeah.
is like I'll start destroying them and then like I'll purposely give them my queen or something just so it makes it more challenging for me.
Yeah, like make yourself some more goals.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. And
Yeah.
it like I don't know. So well, I'm hoping like I can
I like play from behind.
get back to my rhythm. You know, that's all I want. I'm not trying to like become like a world chess champion or anything like that. But I just want to be able to be like, you know, if I have some downtime with some people, like you know, hey, let's play some chess. You know, do this, do that.
I just get a text. Steven, come get Alan.
All right.
He must be getting into something. No, she's gonna deal with him. Yeah,
No,
he'll be
no, no.
okay.
Go do it, dude. We recorded. We recorded a pretty long time. We're good.
No, I mean I'm just saying
We're good, Steve.
we can
We're
finish
good.
up and then I'll get
Nah,
to baby.
get out of
Okay?
here. Go take listen. Go take care of your kid. All right. I can't be enabling you, to not take
Yeah,
care.
I'll just tell. I'll
Not
just
take
tell
care of
her.
my
I think
nephew,
she got him. I can
Alan.
hear him. I can hear him moving.
All
I can
right.
hear.
Well, thanks
I
for
think we're good.
thanks for listening to the Cornfries podcast, everyone.
I love you. I love you. Alan says ba 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 ba. That's what Alan says. I don't know what that means, but he said ba 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 ba. He's giggling.